Hey guys, just want to welcome you back for another video. And today I'm going to take a minute and show you one of the ways in which you can resize your digital files. In this case, I'm going to be using the digital copies of the Fantasy Collage Collection by myself and Dawn at Shiny Silver Treasures, because I know we've gotten comments like, how do you scale it down? And I know there's like 1,001 ways that you can do this, but all I can do today is show you how I do it through my phone app. You know, this is like pretty much the #1 way I print anything in the craft room, so I'm just going to go with this option for today. This is an option of what you can do to scale down the pages for printing. One, it helps conserve paper when you can print. It helps you conserve your paper if you're printing multiple pages on one sheet. So that's what I want to showcase here today. All right, getting into it then. So what I'm going to do, the last thing I was working on was printing 2 sheets per page. So that is what I'm going to do here. Now I have the Epson 2400. This is an EcoTank color printer. So I'm going to go ahead and select print. And my digital file gets downloaded as images. So I'm going to go with the print photos. And you can see I have a lot of options. So let me pick my phone up here so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm in my digital files for the Fantasy Collage Collection. I'm going to pick this fairy here, and I'm going to do this multiple page or multiple imaged page here. So I got my 2 sheets selected. I'm going to go ahead and click next. Okay. And now you can see both pages are here on the one sheet of paper, but you can see here this girl's head is cut off. So in this app, and again, this is for specifically for the Epson printer that I use, if I tap on this image, it will bring it up for editing, and just by sliding it down, I can reposition, so now I can see all of the images on the page. So when it's where I want it to be, I go ahead and click close, and now you can see it was readjusted and I can see everything that I want to see. Now if I wanted to do 4 images per page, and I'll do that in a little bit, if you are using the Epson app, there's a little gear down here at the bottom. This is where you can go in, you can pick your type of paper, you can pick your paper size, you can pick your layout and print quality, blah, blah, blah. So these are pretty much the things that I usually work with, is only going to be the paper size, the paper type, and the layout. I leave everything else as you see it here. So I prefer to print my digital papers on, it's actually a matte photo paper, but I use the premium presentation paper matte. You could print on copy paper, and I don't know if it's just a me thing, but anytime I've tried to print the images, the digital files to just copy paper, for whatever reason I get lines through them, and I haven't been able to figure out how to fix that. If it's, I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong or if it's just the way my printer is. I'm not sure. So I just pretty much leave it here on the premium presentation paper matte style. You get the best color resolution, and I don't have those lines in the image. So you can see here I had already picked two images per page. It's listed as 2 up. So right now it is set to print 2 pages per 1 sheet of paper. So this all looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click done. And I'm going to go ahead now. We are good to go. I'm going to click print. And then you can see here it gets you that little warning box. Are you sure you want to continue? Basically, it's what it's asking. making sure that the images are laid out the way that I want, which is 2 per page. So if it all looks good, then I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Okay, so it did print, and then I thought while I'm at it, I'll show you the difference in scale. I couldn't find the printout of this page, but by using this one, you'll get the idea of the difference in the scale or the size of the image. So this is what it basically looks like on the full sheet. This is the difference in the scale that you will get if you do 2 per 1. So big difference in printing on a full sheet to printing even 2 on 1 sheet. And then again here, where I had 4 images on the 1 page, now you can see how much they got scaled down. So this size here would be perfect for making, say, A2 sized cards. These would all fit on perfectly. Okay, so I am reloaded, and again, this is what the size looks like, of course, on the full page. This is how it looks like when you're printing two pages per 1 sheet of photo paper or cardstock. So now what I'm going to do is show you how it looks if you print 4 pages per single sheet of paper. So let's go ahead and get back into print photos, and again, let me pick my images really quick. I'm going to stay with these 2 and then I'll add in a couple more. So let me find them here. Let's see, where did it go? Okay, there's that and that, and then what else do we want to add? Let's mix it up a little bit. I'll do these 2 as well. Okay, so I got my 4 images selected, or pages selected. I'm going to go ahead and click next. Okay, so now it's still set at the 2 pages per sheet. So now I need to go into my settings, and that's the little gear shift. Words today, man. English is just hilarious. The little gear down at the bottom, that's the settings symbol. Still keeping it with the paper size is still going to be set at 8.5 by 11. That's the US size. I'm keeping it on the presentation paper. Now I want to go back into the layout, and I am going to change it. I could do it from top to bottom, but I prefer left to right, so that's what I'm going to go with here today. So now I've got it set the way that I want it to look. And when I come back, now you're going to see it has 4 pages per 1 sheet. And looking at it really quickly, it looks like everything is aligned. I don't have to make any adjustment. Doesn't look like anybody's head is getting cut off or anything like that. So we are good to go. So everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click print. And I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to ask me, do you want this layout? And if it is, I'm going to confirm it, and I'm going to say yes to start printing. And again, this was printing 4 pages on 1 sheet of cardstock. So let me move the phone, and then you can see the difference again in size just by changing how many sheets or how many pages per sheet of paper that you print on. So you have these images were the 2 that I printed here, and these are the 2 additional pages that I added on to get the 4. So it was cut off a little bit on the edges, which is totally fine. My focus was making sure that all of the main parts of the images were centered, and they were. So you get that divider between each section, but you can see the massive shift in size. So now these would fit on like an A2 sized card. I think I had said before, these would fit like on a tag, on a, a small project, whatever it is that you're working on. You can see the difference in scale. but yet you still get the really good color saturation, you still get the really good detailing, even though the images are considerably smaller. So that's how I manipulate my files when I'm working with digital copies to get whatever size it is I need to work on. So let me bring out the full sheet so we can look at it all again so you can see the difference in the scale. Make sure I have these all on camera. On a full sheet of cardstock, it takes up pretty much the whole thing. I don't know how to get it to print borderless, but you know, I'm used to it now. I don't really mind it. I just trim it off. When I want to use like a whole sheet, I just trim off the edges. So here is again how it looks, full sheet. There's that image. This is on 2 pages per sheet, so this would be a half a page, and this is a quarter page. And you can see again that you still get the whole image, but you've got it scaled down to whatever size project that you want to work on. So this is the fastest way that I use to scale down the images when I'm printing. Let me grab the paper really quick here and I can show you what is my preferred photo paper. I am not sponsored by either Epson or Canon. This has become my favored photo paper. It is inkjet, of course. It's a matte photo paper, and this is 45 pounds for US weight, or 170 GSM for I think most everywhere else. And again, this comes in the 8.5 by 11. There's 50 sheets per pack. Really good quality. I have not had any issues with it. Pretty much anything that happened was due to my mistake. And there have been many. So I recommend this, but again, I know availability is different in different areas around the world, so check your local shops or your Amazon link. I get mine through Amazon. If you don't have this exact brand in your geographical location, I feel pretty sure that you can find something comparable. Just a quick little recap to look at the different sizes. Same files, same printer, just adjusting the settings is where you got the difference in sizing. So love it. I hope this was helpful. Hope this gave you some good information in a way to scale down the images you want to work with and have fun. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you know of anybody else that might benefit from this little tutorial on printing different sizes, I would appreciate if you'd pass it along. So go forth, craft, and be happy. All right, take care, guys. See you in the next video. If you're interested in some more content, here's a couple videos you might want to check out, and I will catch up with you in the next one.